Now, tomorrow, Australia will become the first nation in the world to implement a blanket social media ban for all children under the age of 16. It's a policy dividing opinions among parents, teens and digital experts.
So this morning, we have a packed panel to discuss the massive change that will be coming to Australian households this week. So we're joined by Amy Friedlander, founder of the pro-ban movement Waitmate, Leonie Breen and her 15-year-old son Luca and their 12-year-old daughter Zara, and Mariana Papa and her 13-year-old daughter Bianca here in the studio. Thank you all for coming in on this. We really do appreciate this. And down the line, we have digital industry contributor Sean Rowland, who joins us from Melbourne. All right, Amy, I'm going to go for you first. The ban, good or bad, where do you stand on it?
I am over the moon about what is happening this week in our country. As a mum to three girls, I could not be more delighted about the leadership position that our government's taken to help Australian families and parents to remove our kids from harmful experiences when they're too young to be ready for them.
What is it mostly that you want to protect your children from?
I want to protect them from growing up in a world where they have to worry about how they appear to everyone else and what their brand is, rather than having actual experiences and discovering who they are without those digital pressures.
All right, Sean, let's bring you in from Melbourne now. You're working in the digital industry. You have for a number of years. You also have two teenage daughters, so you have two sides of this argument here. But you're against the ban, aren't you? Tell us why.
Yes, I am. Good morning. I think my starting position is teenagers have a right to participate in public life. They also have a right to a digital life, to engage with culture, to connect with each other online. And whether we like it or not, social media is now the primary way in which people do this. So I do think this is a retrograde step. I do think we're trying to recreate a world that's no longer there for our teenagers to engage with. And I also think there's this false narrative around that teenagers are either always online, and if they're always doing that, they don't do other things. My daughters play netball, they go dancing, they do math tutoring, and they enjoy connecting with each other on social media as well.
Well, Leonie, let me bring you in here, because you've got the two kids here with Luca and Zara. And, Zara's about to start high school, I would assume, next year. Good luck. But we're talking about not just about social media here, but the algorithm that social media is sort of run by now, which can definitely, for young men, be a dangerous thing. Does this ban take the pressure off you as a parent?
Definitely takes the pressure off for the likes of Zara starting high school this year, getting her first phone. I'm glad I don't have the choice, that she doesn't get social media. Definitely, I think it will make it easier on her just to connect with her friends and not have that worry, or the worry for me. I'm glad it's not on the parents, to be quite honest.
Luca, what do you think about this ban?
Personally, I don't think the way this ban is coming in is going to be beneficial or work out the way they want it to work out. Because I know a lot of parents and a lot of people are looking at this in a way that it's going to get kids off their phones. They're not going to be able to doom scroll. They're not going to be able to sit there endlessly. But the issue is, it's banning accounts. It's not banning social media. You can still go onto your phone, you can go onto TikTok, you can go onto YouTube, and you can scroll endlessly without an account. So this whole element of banning the account for kids to express themselves, to connect with others, to post, updates about their lives or communicate on Snapchat. It's just taking away one element which is beneficial, but it's still keeping that element of being able to doom scroll and watch for as long as
You make a really good point, and your perspective on this is so important. We appreciate you coming here and being so honest about it. Zara, do you agree with your brother on that front?
I'm definitely on the same page as him, because I think banning having an account is useless, because a lot of people go onto TikTok to scroll, not to post things. And if we want to ban kids from getting in trouble with bad things on TikTok, I think we should just ban TikTok and YouTube and Snapchat and Instagram for kids under 16, because I think it's just way better for them.
Leonie, what a Christmas you're about to have.
Yeah.
Mariana, your daughter Bianca uses social media. This is to showcase her talents and to work on her CV and to land work potentially in the future as well, or even now. So tell us about this and what this ban's going to mean for your family. Obviously, you're in the arts here.
Yeah, we use it as a networking professional tool. It's with We keep in touch with directors, with friends that she was on a tour internationally. We use it to get inspired and to connect.
You'll be running that account too. Like my
No,
son has
I am
Instagram.
running. Yeah, 100%. I'm running it.
You know,
But I do teach her. I'm constantly telling her what to do. She is with me. I run it, but I'm there showing her the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you had any negative experiences on social media, Bianca?
I haven't really. And for people who have, I think we should just take a break from social media. Don't involve yourself in it like you would in real life.
Okay, so we want to dive into the practical day-to-day changes and concerns here. So, Luca, you mentioned like maybe your mates are going to look for lookarounds there. We've heard other teenagers out there saying that kids are going to get VPNs.
They're
Kids
savvy.
they're very tech savvy. They're going to find a way around this. But it's about from a parental point of view, it's about saying, well, maybe if it's you can't access as much, you'll find other things to do, like just get a Nokia and call your mates. Do you think that's going to be something that your mates are just going to refuse to do?
It's not going to be a refusal, and it already happens. It's just the act of banning. Like, I'm going to put Snapchat in the spotlight for this
Go ahead.
segment because that's mainly a messaging app. There is a scrolling feature on Snapchat, but it's very minuscule in what people use it for. And it's the way we could move to WhatsApp and we could move to messages, which many people still already do. But the reason why this ban of Snapchat is it's the way we've kind of grown up with communication. It's that sort of informal, casual way of a quick visual update with a photo or posting a story on your Snapchat. It's just the way that my generation of
But you
13,
could adapt.
15...
If you're adapting to find new ways around social media, you could adapt to WhatsApp, right?
There's definitely ways to adapt, but if there's not a problem right now, why change it? If we can already use Snapchat, and there can still, if people are worried about bullying can happen on Snapchat, it can also happen on WhatsApp.
Okay.
But it's a double-sided.
Yeah, it's so interesting because you have grown up in you're digital natives,
exactly.
unlike us. So we're kind of speaking different languages in many ways in terms of the different generations. Amy, I know you're champing at the bit to say something. What are your thoughts on all of that?
Look, there is a problem with it. Snapchat also has Snap Maps and Snap Streaks, and that app has been designed to be addictive and hold your attention. If you can send your friends an image on WhatsApp and that's in a closed group where it's just people and you're not feeling this pressure, oh my goodness, I've been on a flight, I've got to check in so I can get my Snap Streak today. We want to release kids from the pressure of having to do that and having to be connected. So you can choose to do it, but you don't have to.
Can I bring in Sean here? Because I know, Sean, you're interested perhaps more in asking the big tech companies to crack down more on the way the algorithms work and things like that. I suppose the problem with that is that a lot of people don't have a lot of hope or trust in these tech companies to do what is right for our kids.
No, absolutely. I think there's been a big opportunity missed here, though, to regulate those platforms, to provide a safer experience for our teenagers to use these apps. We've gone for a blanket ban, which I think is cutting off a lot of opportunity for our teenagers to grasp through these platforms. And I think we've really missed an opportunity to regulate these platforms to provide a safer experience for our teenagers. Now, there's lots of things they could do. They could be incentivizing these companies to provide algorithm-free feeds, so you only see posts from people you follow, to reduce the opportunity for strangers to DM teenagers. None of our parents, none of us parents want that to happen. And a whole raft of other things, around the addictive features just mentioned could be regulated as well. So I think that was the hard option. They've gone for the easy option, which is a blanket ban, and I think that's going to have a lot of unintended consequences.
I think as well, we're talking about outrage machines, which are being, funded by billionaires who get more money the more outraged we are.
model.
And that's the model that it is. And no matter what we can do, we can't change that. And I don't think they're going to listen to us. So let's say the event takes place tomorrow. I'm going to do a quick round robin here about if you think it's going to work or not. Bianca, I'll start with you. What do you think?
I don't think it's going to work.
All right, Mariana?
No.
Amy?
I think it'll definitely work to shift well-being, especially for future generations. It's going to be tough on the kids who are already using these platforms and are addicted. They're going to have to go through a period of, like any addict, they're going to have to kind of just have that withdrawal for a period of time. But I do believe kids will adapt, and I have hope for them, and I think the future's bright.
Leonie, how do you feel about this? Do you think it'll be successful?
to a point, not to the extent that they think it will be.
Zara, what do you think?
I don't think it'll really work and take an effect, because if kids still love scrolling on TikTok, scrolling on YouTube, texting their friends and snapping each other. If we're ever bored or have nothing to do, the first thing our mind thinks of is, oh, let's scroll on TikTok, let's go on Instagram, I'm going to make a TikTok video.
And that's exactly
That's exactly what a lot of parents out there are yelling at the screen about now.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Luca, I'm going to give you the final say. Yeah, is it going to work or not?
I don't think tomorrow it's going to work. It's going to roll out because even if I don't personally think that when I open TikTok tomorrow, it's going to, mate, get off this, you're done, because it's going to like ask for a bunch of verifications and whatnot. But then kids will also adapt. There's many kids who have thought, let's go to this platform, let's go to this less regulated, less known about, that can have
And that could be scary
many
for
privacy
parents too.
concerns.
Will
I
you
reckon
be on
that's-
Snapchat tomorrow?
I think I will be on Snapchat
Good luck.
tomorrow nonetheless.
Well,
so-
look, we appreciate all of
appreciate
you,
all of
and Sean as well in Melbourne. We appreciate you all joining us this morning. It is a highly emotive topic, so we're very grateful for you all sharing your honest insights this morning. Thank
Thanks,
you all.
everybody.
Thank you.